Hey everyone, Ryan Manfredi again, coming to you with a Pierceport update. Obviously we're into July and we've switched over to Concern for our EAP insurance. They work very similar to MHN. If you're seeing a clinician that took MHN, chances are they take Concern as well. If they don't, let us know and we'll contact Concern and they will contact that clinician to get them on their panel. Some updates as far as treatments. MHN used to give us 5 visits, Concern gives us 8. And if you were seeing a therapist already before July 1st and now we're into July, you get a fresh set of visits. So you will get 8 from here on out. If you need more than that, talk to your clinician. They can figure out how to make that work with Concern and get you additional visits if you need that. The appointments will work out the same as MHN. Make an appointment with the clinician first, then contact Concern. Go to that flyer that HR sent out so you can get the phone number or the website. Phone number typically works easiest. If you don't have that and you have my number, you can contact me and I'll send it to you. Retirees. So obviously we had a lot of questions from the retirees and that was my fault. I sent that out without getting more information. Concern will work the same for retirees as it did with MHN. They don't have a list of the employees that are currently employed at Metro Fire. So if you need services, just call Concern and tell them you work for Metro Fire and you'll be able to use the same benefits that we're using as employees here. If you have questions on that, you can contact either Jeff Wells or myself, but it's working the same as far as how MHN worked. You just get more visits now. On the flyer, there's other benefits that are included in there. You can check the flyer out to see if any of those apply to you. If you need help figuring that stuff out, let me know. I can get you additional contacts and figure out some of that stuff like financial help or parent coaching, those kind of things. So follow-ups. We've had a couple incidents over the last month or so with some significant calls. I've reached out to a couple of you. I think Ryan Pullis has reached out to some of you, and we've been trying to follow up. If you feel like you're in a position where you need to see somebody that's a professional, please don't hesitate to ask us. If you're a company officer or a battalion chief and you know a crew that maybe has had some stressful calls over the last month or two or more than that, please reach out to them and just check in on them, see how they're doing. If you think that they need a little bit more help, you can ask us. It's all confidential and we'll reach out to them or encourage them to reach out to us and we'll get them set up with a clinician so they can have those conversations. A lot of promotions over the last month, some company officers and battalion chiefs. As stressful as those jobs can be and being in a new position, try not to forget to take care of your crews or the people that are working for you and checking in on them. I know as well as yourself. So everybody's going to have new stresses with the promotion, including your crew. Make sure you guys are having conversations and open dialogue about how things are going. And if you see anybody that might be struggling, please reach out. Either have a conversation with them or you can reach out to us at Pierceport and we can do that confidentially. Also, company officers and battalion chiefs, we have quite a few people on workers' comp. I know Chief Haverty made it a point of calling individuals on workers' comp. We haven't been doing that. I'll admit that it's a blind spot that we've had at Pierceport. But at company officers, if you know a crew member of yours has been on workers' comp for a while, please reach out to them and see how they're doing. Typically, we kind of out of sight, out of mind. We assume they're doing okay, and that's not always the case. So if you're in charge of a firehouse or a battalion, please don't forget to reach out to those individuals that are on workers' comp. The K-9 program is moving forward. Captain Pullis and Chief Green are still working on that. They are meeting with some K-9 training providers. There will be more information coming out on that pretty soon. But now that we're in the new fiscal year, it's funded. So now we're just figuring out how we're going to pick individuals to get a K-9 and go from there. And then the last thing is we're also working on getting an app for Pierceport. So it'll have all the information on there. It's a free app. So Phil Harding's still working on that and trying to figure out how that's going to work. But hopefully we can get that out to you by this fall. As usual, if you have any questions, please reach out to either me or any of the other coordinators with questions or concerns. And with that, that's all I got for Pierceport.